All right. We're connected.
We're live.
We are.
Well, let's wait for somebody to tune in.
We've got one. Oh, we're up to three. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
We're just waiting on everyone to get tuned in and we'll get started in just a second. Hi, Caitlin. We're famous.
Oh,
We've got
10 up to 10.
I reckon we're going to get 100 people, and Sean thinks we're going to get 2. We're up to 17.
Say hello, 21.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Connor.
Hi, Connor. Our number one fan, Connor. Thanks for tuning in, buddy.
Connor and Caitlin. Oh, we're up to 26. There's Beth watching now.
Hi, Beth. Dominica.
Dominica?
Oh, it's Nico,
Nico.
from Dominico's phone. Hi, Nico.
Hi, everyone. Oh, we've got Eloise and Aria from Fife. We're over in Dundee.
Not far. I hope you're staying safe in Fife.
And we've got Gregor, Fraser and Struan.
Struan's ready to go.
We're all ready to go. And Paige. All right, okay, shall we get started? Hi everyone, my name is Robin.
And my name is Sean.
So we deliver first aid courses all over Scotland, but all our courses have been cancelled right now, but we thought it was really important that everyone learns these CPR skills. So we put together a tiny little workshop for you to do today. So do you have a teddy or a pillow ready?
So I have my teddy here is Bob. Show me your teddies.
I'm going to use this one.
Robin's one's a little bit boring, that's a mannequin, whereas I have a cool teddy. So comment and let us know what teddies you're using today.
Who's got pillows, who's got teddies?
If you need a pillow, we can also use a pillow.
Hi Lily and Charlie. Alright, okay. So we are going to teach you CPR. So first off, what is CPR? CPR is when someone's heart isn't working. So what we're going to do is we're going to push down on it and we're going to keep blood pumping around their body. And we're going to try our very best to save them. So it's really important that we try, because if my heart stopped working, I'd want Sean to help me. And Sean, if yours stopped working, would you want me to help you?
Definitely. So we all need a little bit of help from time to time. And I'm sure Struan, if you're still watching, you'd like your siblings to help you if you were injured or ill. And that's why it's so important. We always need a little bit of help from time to time.
Who knows what CPR stands for?
It's a tough one.
We are going to tell you, and then we're going to ask you again at the end. So this is a little bit tricky, but I'm pretty sure that you can remember. So it stands for cardiopulmonary resuscitation. You want to say it together? Cardiopulmonary resuscitation. So we're going to ask you again at the end.
See if you can remember that one, because it's a tricky question.
All right. So we are going to teach you doctors ABC today. So we're going to start off with the very first one. Can everyone shout out what this letter is?
D.
All right. So D stands for danger. So if you were to walk into the room and you've seen Bob lying on the floor, who do you think is more important? Do you think it's Bob, who needs help? Or do you think it's Sean, who's the first aider? Take a guess. Shout it out. It's Sean. He's the most important person, because if he rushes in and does something and doesn't see a danger, then maybe he's going to put himself at risk. So D stands for danger. So what kind of dangers do you think there could be?
Fire.
Fire, that's a good one. Traffic, if it was on a road. Maybe gas.
Electricity.
Trip hazards.
Have you got lots of toys at the moment?
Toys lying around. Who needs to tidy up? So you need to take a step back and look for danger. So we're looking for all these kinds of things. So together we're all going to look up, we're all going to look down, we're all going to look left, we're all going to look right, we're going to spin around, we're going to spin around, and make sure there's no dangers behind us. Did you see anything, or is it safe?
It's safe for me.
Safe. So once we've done danger, then we can move on to this letter. Can everyone shout it out for me? R. This stands for response. So what this means is we need to have a look to see maybe Bob's just having a little sleep on the floor. So we're going to try and wake him up. Sean, do you want to show how we try and get a response? So we're all going to try this with your cuddly toy or with your pillow. We're all going to do it together.
So when I come in here, I want to try and wake Bob up. I need to make sure he's not in a deep sleep. So I'm going to shake and I'm going to shout. So I'm going to shake his shoulders, and you can do this with me and say, wake up Bob, wake up, hello, wake up for Sean, wake up. And you see I'm speaking into both of Bob's ears, wake up, wake up, wake up. He's not waking up from my raised voice, so I can inflict a little bit of pain, or I can up the tone of my voice. So I can clap my hands, so let's do this. So that's a little bit louder than my raised voice. And if that doesn't work, this is where I can inflict a little bit of pain. So if we take our thumb and we push it into this area here in the front of our shoulder, it's pretty sore. I'm going to take my thumb, or both thumbs, push them into what we call the clavicle, so into that area, the hole in the shoulder at the front. I'm going to push down relatively hard to try and wake Bob up. So let's try that one. So thumbs in the clavicle, pushing in. He's not waking up. So it's a good time to move to my next step.
What's this letter? Shout it out for us. S.
Back to front, S.
Is it? Oops, I'm just making sure you're paying attention. This is S. This means shout for help. Now we now have 87 people tuning in. So I think altogether we might be able to shout for help really loudly. So if there's any adults watching, put your hands over your ears and we're all going to shout for help on the count of 3. Are you ready?
Alfie, nice and loud, buddy.
1, 2, 3, help! So that's how we're going to shout for help. But maybe you're at home by yourself and you might need to send for help. So does anybody know the number that you would call if you needed an ambulance? Shout it out. Do we all shout 999? So 999 is the number that you would call for an ambulance. But there's also another really cool number that you can use as well. Does anybody know what that one is? What you needed? And that is 112. So can we remember that one? 112. So the good thing about 112 is you can use it if you're on your holiday. So say you're in Spain, France, Greece, or maybe you're in Australia and you don't know the emergency service number there, you can call 112 and it will get you through to their emergency service number. And the other good thing about it is, who likes to go camping? Or who likes to go places where there's no signal on your phone, maybe out on big walks? If you've got no signal on your phone and you use 999, you won't be able to get through. But if you call 112, it triangulates the towers round about and it boosts through enough signal so you can still get through to emergency services. So it is a really good one to know. So after you call 999 or 112, the next thing they're going to do is ask you where you are. So on the count of 3, we're all going to shout out where we are right now. Let me hear you. 1, 2, 3. Did everybody know their home address? If you don't know your home address, it is really important that you find out, because emergency services want to get to you as quickly as possible. So if you don't know your home address, you don't know the name of your street or the number of your house, a little bit of homework for you, sorry, just a little bit, is to find out the number in the house that you live in so you can tell the person on the end of the phone. And then they're going to send somebody out who works in an ambulance, and they're called paramedics. So they're going to send paramedics out to you and they're going to help. So if you're by yourself, you might need to open up the door for them as well. Now it's really important that you only call 999 or 112 if it is an emergency. So you can't be using this number for joking around or for thinking it's funny. It really only is if it's an emergency, because if you call them and you don't need the ambulance, then it means they're going to come out to you and they're not going to be able to go to someone who really needs them. So we can't be messing around with this number. It's only when it's serious and we need help. So after we've shouted for help, then we can move on to our next letter.
And our next letter is, it's the correct way around, it is an A. So A stands for Airway. So I know that we have Noah, he's got his Captain America,
cool.
and Ollie's got Pikachu. So we'll practice on the teddy in a minute, but what we want to do is open up the airway, because what can happen when we're unconscious, our muscles relax, and our tongue is a muscle. So this can flop back over and block our airway, our throat. So we're all going to do this together. We're going to put our hand on the throat and we're going to tuck our chin as close to our chest as we possibly can. Now we're going to lift our head all the way back up, keeping a hold of your throat. And you can feel it gets kind of tight. Now all the way down, tuck it into your chin, and all the way up, and you can feel your throat tightening and loosening as you move the head up and down. So I want to tighten up that throat, and the way that I do that on Bob, on Captain America, on Pikachu, whoever you have, I put one hand on the forehead, I put 2 fingers on the chin, and I lift that head up and backwards. So I'll show you again, one hand on the forehead, 2 fingers on the chin, and I lift that head up, which tightens the throat and opens the airway.
I'll just sneak on the front here and quickly show you how we would do it on a mannequin. So fingers under the chin, hand on the head, and pull the head all the way back. So it's not hurting them, it's just pulling the head back so the tongue can't fall down the back of the throat.
So we're getting through our sequence now. We've did D, R, S, A, and we're now on to B.
You told them.
And B stands for breathing. So let's put our hand on our chest and take a big deep breath in and out and in, out. Now what can you feel moving as you had your hand there? So you can feel your chest moving up and down with each breath that you take. But what we can also do is we can listen and feel. So we look, listen and feel for that breath. So the way that I look is I look at the chest. We've already touched our own chest, we know that it moves. I'm going to put that headlock on, so head tilt, chin lift. I'm going to bring my ear over Bob's mouth. I'm going to feel for that breath on my cheek. I'm going to listen for that breath in my ear. And I'm going to look for him breathing the movement in his chest. So I'm going to look for up to 10 seconds. So you can help me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Alan, did you do it with your monkey, Zach?
If my casualty is not breathing, this is when I need to do CPR. If they are breathing, it's a little bit different. We'll maybe talk about that if we do another online live workshop. But if they're not breathing, this is when we move on to the next letter in our sequence, which is
C.
And what does C stand for? Do you know? Have you hit CPR? We asked you at the start if you knew what it meant. So C stands for CPR. The way that we do CPR, I'll let you talk about CPR.
Okay, so normally when we teach CPR, we do compressions and we do rescue breaths as well. But with this virus going around, it's not safe to do rescue breaths right now, so we're only going to be doing compressions. So can everyone, first off, put 2 hands out in front. Then put one hand on top of the other hand and put your fingers on your top hand through to your bottom so it looks like this. Now we are going to come up on our knees, so it's really important that you come right up so you can use all your muscles in your shoulder and your back to push down. Now what part of the body do you think we're going to push? Do you think we're going to push on the head? On the feet? We're going to push right in the middle of the chest, so where the heart is, so right here in the middle. So Sean's going to do it on Bob. He's going to have his hands right in front. if anyone's wearing clothing and you're not sure where to press, a good indication is you put your hand underneath the armpit and slide it into the middle. And that's exactly where you need to push. So we're just going to keep on pushing over and over again until an adult or the paramedics, remember the people that work in an ambulance, until they can come and help us out. So we're going to keep on going and we're not going to stop. Now we're going to push down a third of the casualty's chest. So it is really deep when you're pushing. So we're going to use all our muscles, which means we do have to be up on our knees to do it so we can push down deep enough. And the rate of the compressions is 100 to 120 per minute. So it is really fast when we're doing it. So you can sing Staying Alive, or Sean, what song do you like to sing?
I love Baby Shark.
Baby Shark. So you can sing a song if that's going to help you as well. So Sean's going to do it on Bob, and then I'll have a shot on the mannequin afterwards.
So make sure you come up on your knees. So if I'm down like this, I can't push down deep enough. But if I come up on my knees, so let's all do that together, up on our knees, nice and strong. Knees shoulder width apart, so not nice and close, a little bit width in them. Place one hand on top of the other, interlock our fingers, and then pushing down on whatever teddy we're using, right in the middle of the chest, to my count. Help me count and we'll do it at the same speed. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
But we would just keep on doing this until someone can come and help us out. So I'm going to show you how we do it on the mannequin. If you guys can have a little practice on your toys with us, get Zach the monkey out. So we're going right in the middle of the chest, one hand on top of the other. And remember, if we're back here, I can't push down deep enough, so you need to be right up on your knees, and we're going to push down. And then we just keep on going like that. So, shall we put the whole thing together? What do you think? You guys are going to help us out. I'm holding it the right way? No? Alright. D. What does D stand for? Can you remember?
Dangers.
Dangers. So Sean's going to look for dangers. He's going to look up, down, left, right. He's going to spin around. It's safe. So now we can move on to R. Can you remember what R stands for? It stands for response. So now we're going to try and wake Bob up.
Shake and shout, speaking into both ears. Hello, wake up, Bob, wake up. Hello, hello. It's not waking up. Clap your hands. Remember this one? Thumbs in the clavicle, so inflict a little bit of pain. And he's not waking up.
So that means we're going to move on to
S.
S. Alright, can you remember what it stands for? Shout for help. 1, 2, 3, help! Or it might mean calling an ambulance, so 999 or 112.
Help is on the way, so now we move on to the letter A, which is Airway. And do you remember when we lifted our head up? So one hand on the head, 2 fingers on the chin, and pull that head all the way back. We need to tighten up the throat, opening up the airway. The next thing I do is check if they are...
No, every time.
What does the B stand for?
Breathing.
So I need to check if they're breathing, and I look, listen and feel for up to 10 seconds. So I bring my ear over Bob's mouth, I look down his body and count to 10. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Was he breathing?
No, he wasn't breathing, no.
So that means we're going to move on to C, which stands for CPR. So we're going to start doing our compressions. Everyone all together. One hand in front of the other. On top, pull your fingers through. come up on your knees, push down in the middle of your teddy's chest. Off you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. But that's just so we can show you quickly. You would keep on going, you can't stop.
Yeah, when you start doing CPR, you're committed to continuing CPR until either an adult comes to take over or until maybe a paramedic arrives.
Alright, so we've put it all together now. Should we do a little bit of a quiz?
Sure.
Right, okay, so I've got a question for you. What does the D stand for? Shout it out.
Danger.
Danger. What does the R stand for?
Response.
What about the S?
Send for help, shout for help.
Shout for help. A. Airways. B. Breathing. And the C. CPR. Good job, well done, Rachel. You got it right, Dangers. All right, now what about the depth? Can anyone remember how hard we have to push on the casualty's chest?
Thanks, Dan.
It's a third of the chest, so it's quite deep when we're pushing down. What about the rate of the compressions? That was a little bit of a tricky one. Can anyone remember the rate of the compressions?
What about the song that we used to push down? That might be easier to remember.
Yeah?
Baby Shark.
Baby Shark!
And the rate?
It's 100 to 120 per minute. So it's fast when we're doing it. What about this one? Who can remember what CPR stands for?
Okay, if you remember, type it in, no help from your parents.
Yeah, write
what
it.
What does CPR stand for?
Everyone's
Fiona's knowing all the answers.
I know, we're getting
Fiona,
all the
you got this
answers.
one? Silas has got the answer.
Baby Shark.
Fiona's got the answer again. Fiona's killing it.
Well done, Rianne.
Come on, Fiona.
You're
CPR.
a nurse.
Alright, we'll tell you what CPR stands for.
It stands for cardiopulmonary resuscitation. I've got another question. Other than 999.
Oh, we got it. Carol.
Yeah, well done, Carol. Oh, it's from Libby.
Libby.
Other than 999, what's the other emergency phone number that you can call?
Can't remember, you tell me.
I think someone's going to have to tell us.
Everyone's getting the cardiopulmonary resuscitation
I know.
good.
I think it's a bit slow when it's coming up. All right. Oh, there we go. 112. Perfect. And why is 112 good? There's two cool things about 112.
Good job, Silas.
I know, he's got all the answers as well. Cardio plums.
Okay, so the reason why 112 is such a good number is because it works almost everywhere in the world. So you go on your holidays to Spain, Italy, and you don't know the equivalent of 999, use 112 and that will get you through to emergency services. It's also a good number in Scotland. If we don't have any reception on our phone, remember we said the towers round about will triangulate the signal, boost that coverage and give you more chance of getting through to emergency help. So well done for everyone putting through the 112. We're getting lots of correct answers there.
So I think that is our session finished for today. Really happy about everyone's comments and joining in. It means a lot to us. We are quite keen to keep this going every Friday, so if you would like us to do it at 11 o'clock next Friday, please get in touch, comment on our Facebook page, and we are going to cover choking in birds.
We might do a recovery position.
Oh, that might be a good one.
Instead, we might put that in. We'll figure something out, but we'll definitely be doing something if there's enough interest next week.
A good idea is to write down doctors A, B, C, and then fill in what it means, and then practice over the next week, and maybe we could even do a little recap next week as well. Well, thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks to everybody for commenting as well. Makes it really interactive for us. So thanks for your input.
It was good fun. Alright, thank you. Bye everyone. Have a nice weekend.